Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for having me. I echo everything that Ed mentions here. We are very fortunate to have this alliance and working regionally on issues that impact South Texas, including finally we're part of South Texas. Before it was just San Antonio, but now the Rio Grande Valley, thanks to Nirenberg and really pushing for this alliance. I think that it is people across the state are seeing that we're a powerhouse here in South Texas. And there's a lot of commonalities from San Antonio down to the Rio Grande Valley. But I think one of the important issues, aside from what Mayor Javier just mentioned, I think is the fact that we're having issues in what's being presented on the national level in regards to immigration is trickling down to our communities in South Texas. And it's a hard topic to talk about, but it's really important. As I was sitting at the table waiting to be called up here, I actually had a text message from one of our developers asking, would you mind having a conversation around table about immigration? And that's because it is a real issue, and I know that it is probably on the minds of every single person throughout South Texas that's a business owner, because it's not just about immigration and recent arrivals and everything that we hear in the news regarding people from all over the world wanting to come to this country. It is about the people that have also lived in the United States for 10, 20, 30 years, and the people that work at the grocery store, the people that work at the coffee shops, people that work at restaurants, people that build beautiful buildings. And so we're seeing, I think, all over Texas, the impact, and it's only been
January.
I don't even know. It seems like it feels like 10 years in terms how long it's been. But really, we're just in terms, and it's not a political issue. And that's what I love about this alliance. It's not about right or left. It's about what's best for our communities, because that's what we are here for, is to represent the voices of our communities. And this now has been, I think, at the forefront since this is impacting at the local small businesses in my community.
Actually, all their concerns is my concern, but I think one of the things I'm going to start doing, I ruffle feathers sometimes, but I think one of the issues we have right now is immigration. I think they were going to be deporting murderers, rapists, criminals. That's not what's going on. So I think I'm going to be pressing to our legislators, our senators, the need for a pathway to one or two individuals that happen. If we don't do that, and I think I may be the only Republican here, but if we don't do that, it's going to affect us like you wouldn't believe. It already is. Just last week or this week, several places were raided, and I call it raids in McAllen, but it's not what it was supposed to be. It's like a dragnet. It's going to affect us. They're stopping development. They're stopping buildings, construction, economic development. And there's some people that are so gung-ho about it. They are loving it. But wait till the prices start going up. I'm blessed. I can afford a few higher prices. I have assets. I have properties. I can sell something. A lot of people that are for it may not be. So that's something that I think is very important, and I'm going to start ruffling feathers. That's what I'm going to start doing.
I'm going to ruffle feathers now. Just open the door for me. But this is why I love this alliance, because we can have these real candid conversations. But for the folks that may think that we didn't know that this was coming and no one told us, I think we need to really have some self-reflection and know that we knew this was coming. As an immigration lawyer, I knew this was coming. There were immigration lawyers all across the country worried because it was going to impact families, this was going to impact businesses. I just think that sometimes we're not always listening to the message. And it's going to take every person not just in this room, but across party lines to say this is not what we signed up for. And if we don't do it together, then we're not going to solve the issue. But if we do, I am a big fan of we the people, and I know that both sides feel that we self-govern, and the only way that we do that is if we use our voices and we don't feel silence and we don't feel that we cannot speak, and that if we do, that there'll be some kind of retaliation. it's really hard being on a nonpartisan position and having voices on things that are political hot button issues, but this isn't that. This is about people. And if we're going to invest in human capital, this is a conversation that we all have to have, and we all need to be on the same side. But I will say this about Javier, that he has been a very important part of the alliance, because since day one with Biden administration and the Trump administration, he has been constant that we need to ensure that there is a pathway forward for the millions of people that live in the United States that are working, productive members of our community and that pay taxes, own businesses, raise families, and are good people. I think every single person, whether you're on the right or the left, want criminals to be prosecuted, to have due process, and to serve, whatever it is in terms of punishment for crimes that they commit. But if you do the research, the vast majority of the immigration population are so afraid and live in the shadows and don't commit those crimes that you see at the national level. Individuals that are going to commit crimes, they're going to do that, and there is a process, a justice system for that, but that's not what this is about. This is about community. And if we can all do this together, we can.